Hey folks, I'm Gene Delasala with Audioholics. And I was sitting here tonight just measuring some amplifiers, measuring some receivers, listening to these RBH earbuds, thinking to myself, why haven't I reviewed these yet? Why haven't I told you guys about how cool these earphones are? These are the latest from RBH. They're called the H2 ProStereo wireless Bluetooth headphones. And I just wanted to tell you how great these headphones are. I've been really enjoying them over the last couple of weeks. We have a written review written by Wade Robeson. I will link it up into this video. You can read it after you watch this video. He gives you some great insights. He spent some time with them. But I wanted to talk about all the technology that's in them. It's really impressive. This is one of the first headphones that has featured both the LDAC from Sony and the aptXHD codecs. These are very high resolution codecs that go beyond the standard SBC codecs that you get with most wireless headphones. RBH was the first to have both of these employed into a wireless headphone. And let me just tell you, this gives you beyond standard audio, MP3 quality audio. You can do 192 kilohertz, 24-bit, high resolution streaming. Bluetooth has come a long way. In fact, it's come a long way since we've originally reviewed the EPSBs. I wanted to show you these guys. We reviewed these a couple of years ago, back in 2015. And these are also from RBH. You can see right here. Really love these little headphones. They've got about a 5-hour battery life. They're about $100, and they come with a little gas tank recharger, which I love. In fact, I'm going to now be using this on the H2s when I travel. But you may not even need to recharge your H2s, because the cool thing about the H2s is they have almost double the battery life. RBH specs them like 8 or 9 hours, but I've used them for like a full day straight, and 8-9 hours, still had charge, still use them the next day. Hey guys, Sammy, how's it going? Anthony, how you doing? I love them. I just love the fact that you have such a long battery life. So what I wanted to do was kind of unbox this, even though I've already unboxed it for myself to use. I wanted to show you guys what's in the box. And while I'm doing that, why don't you guys tell me what headphones you're using? Are you using earphones? Are you using over-the-ear headphones? Are you using wireless? Are you using wired? Kind of curious to see what you guys are using. So anyways, again, here's the box, the H2s. They retail for $149 from RBH Sound. And let me lower the camera a little bit so you can see a little bit more what I'm doing. Here's a user manual, which I rarely use, but it's there to reference. Now, these are substantially larger than the EPSBs. They have a lot more technology in them. Bigger drivers, bigger battery. They have an oversized controller, which I really like, for you to do volume control, your function control. You can also, by holding down on it, you can go up and down the tracks of whatever you're listening to. There's also 4 EQ presets, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a while. And there's a bunch of other stuff in this box. Lots of ear tips that they give you. I'm using the Comply foam tips that come standard with these. I kind of like these the best. I find it's a little hard to get them into your ears depending on how big your ears are. But these make the best coupling in my ears, at least, and it gives you the best bass response as a result. So these are the Comply. They do give you a pouch, a carry pouch. You can put the earphones in. And they come with more tips. Now they have more Complies, so you have an extra spare set. And Sammy, you're using Sennheiser HDs. Nice. Sennheiser makes some nice stuff. I do like the spin fit. These are kind of a rubberized tip. I'll show you them. And they have 2 different sizes. See, they're rubber instead of the foam. The thing I like about these is they fit in your ear really well if you have really small openings in your ear. And I'm kind of sensitive now to sticking things in my ears. I had a punctured eardrum a few months ago, and that was not fun. So I'm very sensitive to making sure I don't mess with that too much. But these they don't sound quite as good in my ears. I think you get more high frequency detail, but they don't couple to your ear as well as the Comply foam tips. So I found that I had to boost the bass when I use these. But they also are better if you're working out and you want to stick them in your ear better without them bouncing out. You know, if you sweat a lot or whatever, you're probably better off using these than you are using the foam tips. But RBH gives you the option. In fact, they give you a bunch of different tips. I've got, you know, more here. And they even give you these little handles that come onto the earphones by default. They supposedly hold on to your ear better, but I find them to just get in the way. I don't like them. I took them off. You probably do the same. I didn't find a problem with them staying as they were. And then you have your charging cable, USB charging cable. So that's, you know, what you get. Pretty standard. Again, these are $149 for the pair, and they come with free shipping, and they come with a 30-day trial. So if you don't like these earphones for whatever reason, you can send them back. RBH will refund you. Let me fix my camera. So I wanted to tell you a little bit more about the technology that's in them. They have the Qualcomm 8675 chipset. That's Bluetooth 5.0. I think they come standard in version 4.2. I'm not sure if RBH will do an upgrade on that to 5.0 or not for the latest Bluetooth. But, I mean, this does everything. It's got the AKM 32-bit DACs. So even if you have a lower resolution signal, it'll still upsample it to 192 24-bit. You could get better sound quality out of low resolution audio. As I said before, it has the aptXHD or the Sony LDAC. Now I'm using a LG G6 phone, and I am not sure if I have the latest operating system. I know in order to use LDAC, you have to have Android 8.0, the Oreo operating system. When I go into the settings and I pair the Bluetooth with it, basically it gives me the option for highest sound quality or most reliable connection, but it doesn't really let me select DACs. I've seen some of the phones like the Pixel 2 will actually let you go and select whether you're using the LDAC or using aptXHD. I'm not a phone expert, guys, so you probably somebody that's watching this now would better answer any questions regarding that. I chose the best sound quality, and I got some incredible sound as a result. The other thing cool about these headphones is you can connect two pairs at once to the same streaming source. So if your wife wants to hear music with you while you're working out at the gym, you could get two pairs of these, pair it to your phone, put on Tidal, put on your playlist, whatever you use, and you can listen to some great audio. I think that's great that you could pair two of these to one streaming device. That's awesome. I don't think you could have done that in other wireless headphones that I've tried out. I used Tactile. I've got the Tactile app. I had it set to the highest resolution setting. Very good sound quality out of Tactile. But what I was really blown away at is when I've got some high resolution 192/24 FLAC files stored on my phone. And I just put on some stuff, whether I was listening to Phil Collins, Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, and Kurt Elling. I really love listening to this kind of jazz music on headphones. You just get so much detail, so much separation. I've messed with the different EQ settings. There's a normal setting, a bass setting, a jazz setting, and a rock setting. 9 times out of 10, I usually prefer the normal setting, and that's the default setting that you get when you turn these on. I found that the bass setting just it gives you a little bit of a bass boost, but it also tapers off the treble. The jazz setting is really bright, so if you have a recording that's kind of dull sounding, you might want to try the jazz setting. The rock setting I wasn't really a big fan of. It just seemed like it dulled the whatever you were listening to, no matter what. The only thing I can complain about is the fact that when you switch those different settings, you hit the function and the volume up at the same time, and it'll cycle through them, but it won't voice prompt you to tell you what EQ setting you're in. So you just have to remember that default is normal, then it goes to bass, then it goes to jazz, then it goes to rock, then it goes back to normal. If you're unsure which one you're in, or if you want to just reset it, simply turn the headphones off, turn them back on, and they will always default to the normal setting. So I do like this large controller that you have. It's easy to go up and down on the volume if if you're just kind of at night, you don't see what's going on. It's very tactile, very easy to find without worrying about if you're hitting the wrong one. There's supposed to be a little rubber cable. I'm sorry, this is a rubber cable, so it's really good for sweat and all that. There's supposed to be a little slider that helps to dampen microphonics. I lost mine. I don't know where it is. Yours will come with that. These were one of the first samples that RBH sent out. And yeah, so I spent some good time listening to music on these. I really like them. I think they're a good upgrade from the EPSBs. The sound quality is really good. I think there's an improved sound stage with these headphones, just richer sound. These are probably the best sounding earbuds I've ever listened to. Not a huge fan of putting things in my ears, but these things really are compelling. We're at the point now where there's really no reason to have wired headphones anymore because the wireless is so good. And these will go up to about 33, 35 feet from your source device. So you can literally put your phone down, walk away, go to the kitchen, get a beer, come back, and still be listening to music without having to carry your phone with you. So really impressive, guys. For $149, I think they're a great deal. Again, having the ability to have a 10-hour battery life, especially if you're flying on a plane, is really convenient. They provide good noise isolation, especially if you use the Comply rubber, the foam tips. They really do couple with your eardrum well. They play loud. They play plenty loud. In fact, I would caution you to make sure your volume is set about halfway when you're turning them on your phone so you don't blow yourself out. Always practice safe listening when you can. And I think that's about it, guys. I would just encourage you to check these out. Check out our review. We have some more details about what these headphones are capable of. We also have an article that compares all the various Bluetooth DACs. So if you're not understanding what the difference is between aptX or LDAC, we have a guide. I'll link it up in this video, and it'll give you all the ins and outs of each format. The only negative I would say about this as well is that these are really optimized more for Android than they are for Apple. So they don't play the AAC format. You'll be doing SBC over those. But who knows, maybe in the future they will be more supportive of the Apple DAC as well. And that's all I can say about that, guys. If you're going to listen to music in wireless, do it in style. Do it on a really good pair of earbuds like the RBH H2s. If you can't afford the H2s, or if you look on RBH's website, they often have the EPSBs on sale. In fact, they have a 4th of July sale going on now till the 12th. I'll link that up if you want to take a look at it. The EPSBs are still a very good headphone for under $100 a pair. Really like them. But if you're an audiophile or you're an audioholic, these H2s are the real deal, my friends. I really enjoy them. I think you will like listening to them as well. So if you own these, or if you go out and you buy these, please come back to this video, comment on it. Tell me what you think. Tell me how your ears responded to these earphones, or tell me what earphones that you're using. I'm curious because I know this is an expanding market and people want us to cover these kind of products more and more. So we will be doing that. But until next time,